All right, this is what happened. I'm supposed to be doing a video of this, the Pittsman 1. This has been put on hold for just a quick second. I think like a few months ago, one of my homies, Mark from Average Bros, started doing a few camera reviews on his watch channel, and I was kind of inspired by that. I thought it'd be cool if I could try to blend my two passions as well. So, I kind of went on the fence about it. I was going back and forth in my mind, thinking about ways that I can incorporate it into the channel. My idea was to start pushing some camera content that would talk about everyday camera options, not like professional cameras that you use for work, but more travel, smaller size, compact cameras. I was originally going to do a review of this. This has been my everyday carry camera for the last 2 years. This is the Leica Deluxe 7. It's a real nice and fun, compact camera that you can take on the go. Great for travel. I actually am working on a review of this camera and like a 2-year update for people that watch this channel that potentially thinking about possibly wanting to get into purchasing a camera, which I'm always a fan of people purchasing cameras. I think taking photos on your phone is fantastic, but there's something about owning a camera and taking pictures with a camera that just helps you to see the world differently and kind of puts a lot of perspective, especially when you travel, and like it locks in memories. That review, I'm like halfway done. A lot of things happen. It's been work. My AC unit went out at my house, so I've been trying to troubleshoot that. So it's been a lot of life things that it's this constant battle for me. It's always getting in the way of me being able to dedicate time to the YouTube channel. Constant struggle. So I'm halfway through this review for this camera, but today the replacement for this camera came in the mail. I was originally going to release the review for this camera and then do an unboxing and maybe a review for my next everyday carry camera, but because I don't want to wait any longer and I really want to unbox this thing, I'm just going to go ahead and unbox it right now. So without further ado, this is the newest point and shoot that came out from Fujifilm. A couple of things about this camera. It has a very, very large sensor, medium format size, and it's in a compact form. I used to own a medium format Fuji. It was called the GFX100R. It was a rangefinder style medium format camera. I love that camera. The only issue with that camera is that it was huge. This camera, although probably much bigger than this guy, still probably smaller than the old GFX100R that I had. And this is going to replace the Leica, and I really want to unbox this thing. I am very eager to get my hands on it. Yes, this is still a watch YouTube channel. I will still talk about watches, but today we're going to be talking about a camera. A few weeks ago, Fujifilm announced that they were not going to ship these to the United States because of tariffs. As of, what's today's date? I think today is, as of April 25th, I'm still pretty sure that Fujifilm said that they're not going to ship any of these cameras to the United States because of tariffs. However, after reading through some Reddit posts and like searching the web, there were some rumors that the first shipment of these cameras came in the mail and landed in New York. I pre-ordered this camera the day that it released for pre-order at like 8 in the morning, and mine came in the mail today. It's pretty exciting. This is a 102 megapixel medium format rangefinder point and shoot camera with a leaf shutter, all black, from Fujifilm. This is very exciting for me because I've been waiting for this camera for, I would say a few months. I remember I read on some Fuji rumors website that Fujifilm was planning on releasing a medium format point and shoot. You know, sometimes with those rumors websites, you don't really know what's true, what's false, like how much of it is fluff, but this time it was actually true and it happened. So without further ado, let's get into it. Got some paperwork here. This is a full production unit. All the reviews that you're going to see of this camera online, I believe, I don't know if they are production units or just test units, but this one is a full production unit. Packaging is pretty standard. Let's see what this is. Okay, so we got the lens hood right here, which is nice and cool. It's got the cap on it. I think this comes off. Pretty sure this comes off. Oh, it slides up. Oh, okay. That's the lens hood. This is going to be... Oh, okay, I think this is the thing that you put on the camera in case that you want to put some like filter threads on it, like a ND filter, UV filter, ProMist filter, stuff like that. This is not focusing on the top camera for some reason. Hello. It's probably because it's all the same texture. And this is the body of the camera. Woo! Wow, look at that. That's honestly kind of insane. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Look at that thing. Fantastic. This, I'm gonna zoom in for y'all a little bit so y'all can see. Super clean. Feels great in the hand. It's got a flip up screen. Wow. That's amazing. Crazy. Lens cap is all metal with some Alcantara lined in the inside. This is a 35mm f4 lens, but translates to about, I think, 28mm full frame equivalent. For those of you that don't understand sensor sizes, basically there's medium format 35mm, APS-C, micro four thirds or 4/3, and 1 inch. There's also a half frame sensor, which I think is going to be the next camera that Fuji releases, which is a half frame, half 35. There was a lot of discussions about whether or not this lens was good enough for this camera. A lot of people are upset that it was only an f4. Basically, with apertures, the lower the number, the brighter the image, and then you kind of get into like depth of field and bokeh and all that stuff. But I didn't care because I wanted a new travel cam that had a medium format sensor, and I can't believe that this is actually a real thing. Okay, let's see. battery slot. Ooh. Should silence my phone. It's the battery right there. Boom. Alright, let me set this aside. Let's see what else is inside the box. Take that out. Okay, so Fuji includes a very nice strap. This strap looks pretty nice. To the point where I don't know if I'm gonna attach my regular Peak Design strap to this camera. I might just, for the first time in my life, I might use the strap that came with the camera. This strap looks pretty awesome. Nice. Leather and nylon. Very clean looking. I believe these are the, I think this is the thing that goes around the strap rings. Pretty sure. We have one battery. Lithium ion, and then this looks like, where is this? Wow. Okay, cool. They include a UV protector. I didn't know that they were going to do this. That's cool. They include a UV protector for the lens. That's fantastic. I'm probably going to put that on. And then just a regular Type-C cable, which I'll probably never use and keep inside the bag. For those that don't know, I am a photographer and filmmaker. I'm also very passionate about cameras, specifically digital cameras. I'm very passionate about digital cameras just because I use digital cameras for work. I'd love to talk about cameras more on the channel. I was originally going to, back when I was thinking about pursuing YouTube, I was on the fence about whether I should do camera YouTube or watch YouTube. I landed on watch YouTube because sometimes I don't really want to talk about cameras, if that makes sense, just because I'm around them and I use them so much for work. I'm at a place with my work where I want to start shooting again for fun, which is why I bought this, I'm very passionate about finding my voice through photography again, finding something that makes it enjoyable and not just about work all the time. Yeah, so that's why we're here. I'm gonna put a battery in this thing and see what happens. Let's load it up. First time turning it on. And maybe the battery needs to be charged. Okay. That's weird. I feel like usually batteries come like half charged, but maybe that's not the case for this. Anyway, okay. So things that drew me to this camera. Sensor size was number one, because usually in photography, the larger the sensor, the more beautiful and larger the sensor. I wouldn't say the more beautiful the image, that's subjective, but the better chances that you'll have of getting the best color, the best quality of photo. Because I think a beautiful picture, you could take a beautiful picture with an iPhone camera, but it's more about the quality of the image. And this camera has a sensor that will maximize the quality. 102 megapixels, so cropping and reframing in post. And with this camera, what makes it cool is that you can actually do that in camera. There's a digital zoom that allows you to zoom in and out. I think it's like 28, 35 55, 85 and something. So like there's digital zoom options inside of this camera body, which I'm really excited to try out. And then the third was the size. This is obviously a little bit bigger than my older everyday carry, the Leica, but for a large sensor camera, this is actually not that big. I'm pretty shocked at how small this thing actually is in real life. Really crazy how small this is. It actually, even though it's smaller, I like the feeling of this camera in my hands more than the Leica. It feels great, and I can totally see myself putting this inside of my bag. Okay, I appreciate you stopping by and journeying through this experiment video with me. If you want me to do a review of this camera, please let me know in the comments. If you're interested in camera content from like a watch collector's perspective, could be cool, could be fun. I do have a lot of technical knowledge when it comes to digital imaging, digital cameras. If you have any questions, if you want to know what would be a good option for your first camera or something that you want to have as like an everyday carry type of camera, just let me know your budget in the comments. I can throw you some options. I actually know more about digital cameras than I know about watches, so I'd be a good resource for that for sure. I probably shop cameras just as often as I shop watches, to be honest. This is it. GFX100RF. I don't know how many people got this in the States. I'm very shocked that I got mine, because I know 2 friends that ordered on the day of release and they haven't gotten theirs. So this is pretty insane. Anyway, I appreciate you stopping by the channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.